Hello, and welcome to my latest build of the Matchbox Siva spyder, which takes me back a few years. I originally have mentioned before in videos that one of my first times I was sent to be independent as a child, I was given some extra pocket money to buy a toy car. This is me as I'd guess about a 6-7 year old. I must have been 8 to 10 when I went to the shop here. They were called Burrs, and it's the one in between the Mini and the Zephyr. It was a very old fashioned shop, and inside it had all shop fittings from possibly the 1920s. And next door to that was a chemist, Cards, and in there you could get licorice root for chewing, and it were a beautiful little row of shops. Now alas, all flat and the road widened, and there's a big faceless car dealers there. Anyway, the Siva spyder was originally conceived for Marcos motors, and it used an aluminium engine, and they later veered away from that, and they decided to use VW Beetle running gear and a chassis and floor pan, and they introduced it themselves. I'm unsure whether this is a restored version, because as with Matchbox, the side plate down the side had 3 circles cut into it. It may have been a slightly different model, I don't know. But we're starting with a very beaten and battered and play-worn example that's lost its banding round the middle at some point. It just sort of clicked in, so I suppose there's a few around missing. But I'm not shy at restoring this one, because I have a decent example here. Half decent, fairly tidy. But I also acquired an absolutely mint box without. It doesn't even have a flea bite on it. It's absolutely beautiful. When I saw it, I had to have it. For that, it's that childhood memory of your first bit of independence, sent to the shops on your own, and given that little bit of extra money as a treat. And I came back with that. Proud. It's one of them proud moments of your life. I've been to the shop by myself, and so anyway, without further ado, make a start on it. And here I'm drilling out the base rivet, and it's quite a simple task, really. Actually, I think just looking at it there were 2 base rivets. The front one was a fairly shallow one. Yeah, there were 2 base rivets. And here we go with new wheels on. Blub 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 blub. Mentioning the blub blub, so I wonder how the hell he is. I miss his videos, because he was absolutely the paint master. His paint was absolutely beautiful. Some outstanding custom paint jobs he did. Anyway, there I'm drilling out the windscreen. It's riveted in, and it's absolutely broke. I think it's been in a sandpit for 10 years and again. because the windscreen's absolutely matty and it we're full of sand or whatever inside. Here I'm giving the seats a scrub, and next give the windscreen a quick scrub over, get rid of any dirt before I buff it. And here I've got the artist all out, and I'm doing the base, I'm buffing the base up. Giving it a good right evo to and throw. And here we are when I've finished it. Nice light chrome base. Far shot from where it was. And I'd also given it a scrub, so I've got rid of all the sand from the inside. And here we're making a start on buffing the screen. First off, I start with the bit that's inside, and I actually decided, it always has been, but this Dremel's too vicious, so I swapped over onto my mini Dremel. And here, try as I might, I couldn't get it to fit in the Tamiya pot to dip into it, so I'm really going to have to find some floor cleaner and a jar, well, some floor polish and a jar, so I can start dipping screens. But in my local area, floor polish like Pledge etc. is virtually impossible to find. I've not found any yet, and I've been round various stores. I suppose I'll have to do my hated thing and pay a visit to either Asda or Tesco. Anyway, there it was, I brushed it on instead. And here I'm removing the burrs on the rivet post. And I'm removing the actual rivet on the roof. And here I'm going to be drilling, ready for tapping the base. A quick drilling. And for a change for me, I've put tape on my drill bit, so I know how deep to go. And here I'm screwing the screws into the bit. Oh no, sorry, I'm not. This is the bit where I'm tapping up. I do apologise, my error. Not as if I haven't done them before. And there we are, that's tapped. I think I'm calling it done, and at this point I'm putting the screws in. There, I did both sides. And here we are. First off, I tried nitro mowers, because I knew this matchbox red paint can be tough. Because last time I did it, I put it in caustic and it didn't move it. This time it did, but the nitro mowers didn't touch it, which you can't make it up sometimes for these. Sometimes one will touch it and the others won't. Another time the other will touch it and the other one won't. And then sometimes you get an instant where neither will bother repairing. And there we are, just giving it a buff with a wire wheel and a quick coat of primer to see where the casting's up to. And here I'm blacking the interior. And at this point I'm making plastic. I'm making out of plastic card the band around the middle. It's going to be like my photo example, just the smooth band instead of having the circular cutouts. Which I got a semi-pleasing result in the end, but I'm not entirely happy with it, but it was difficult to sand and everything and get fully right. If I put more time into it, I guess I'd get it better, but as you can see there's a little bit that I hadn't filled, so I did a bit of a gem silver and got me JB weld out and filled in the bits and bobs on it, and there we are after a sanding down, looking better. And here I'm putting a coat of silver on it, and this the actual painting is where nightmare come in. I sprayed it with chrome spray and then sprayed it as silver, and they were both that close a match, it didn't look that good. So I mixed a darker silver, and then I decided to do the band with a Molotov marker, and it came up and it looks half decent, but some of the cock-ups on me paint, I've got black paint on the wing. Really, you'll see it after, but I'm passable because I think I can T-cut it off when the paint's really hardened. I think T-cut will take it off and the buff off, and it'll make it look a lot better, but... And here we go, I'm spraying some of the silver again. Just brushing it in. I think this is when I actually darkened it down, and I decided I was gonna brush paint the actual band with the Molotov marker, and there we are, I've brush painted it at that point, and I'm just putting a clear coat on now. Just giving it a quick clear coat. Like, it looks 50-50, I'm happy in some ways, but not in others. And here we go, this is the starting point. A beat up and battered old siva spyder, looking somewhat the worse for wear. And really the super fast range is a neglected field that's every bit as classic as the original wheels now. There we are, I missed me blood blubs. And here it's on turntable. It's a semi-okay job, I suppose. The stuff I'd have done different, but it looks pretty enough. My main error I don't like is the paint round here on the wing, rear wing. But once the clear coat's had time to harden, I reckon I'll buff that out with T-cut, because the black went on over it. I touched up. It was an actual touch up that I cocked up. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much again. And I will be catching you in my next video. God knows what that'll be, but bye for now.